Wait, huh? Guys, I think this is a visual glitch. We seem to be losing.
Hello?
Oh, I have a sunspot. Okay, I seem to be winning. Nightcrawler, sunspot, doing the business. Ooh, there's only one spot. Move the Shang. That's a Mystique. That's pretty good. That's a Miss Marvel. Oh, let's go, baby. Let's go. 8 cubes for me. Hurrah! Skiap! This deck has a 86.7% win rate over 15 games. I netted 41 cubes with it. It got me to Infinite in record time. I was slow to start my Infinite push this season. Many of you know I've been taking quite a lot of breaks from Snap recently, but I'm loving the game right now, and this is my favorite deck I've played in a very long time. The first card is Storm. Storm on turn 3, of course, is the traditional lockdown play, restricting your opponent playing cards in that lane. But what if I told you Storm on turn 4 is often the optimal line with this deck? The next card is Legion. If we go Storm on turn 4, Legion on turn 5 into the flooding location is going to lock down the board entirely on turn 6. But Legion is also a card which can get us so many 8-cube victories, removing locations like the Nexus or of course Limbo as well, get us those 8-cube victories, which lockdown decks in the past have struggled to get. The key to success on a Storm on turn 4 is having Daredevil down on the board. It's giving us all that information, so we're going to know if our Legion play is going to be winning us the game. Of course, Daredevil can also be paired with a bunch of other cards as well. No surprises then, if we're playing Daredevil, we're also going to be playing Professor X. Of course, Professor X did get nerfed pretty heavily recently, but with Blob Thanos going out of the meta, a lot of the decks are quite slow at the moment, and therefore Professor X can get a lot of value. We also have my new favorite card in the game, Quake. This is the most underrated card around at the moment. She has so much utility. She's also great with Storm on turn 4, particularly with that Daredevil vision, because you can actually swap where the flooded location is and get a cheap lane win. Your opponent is committing very hard perhaps to win that flooded location on turn 5, and you just swap exactly where it is. Sunspot is great to win the Storm and Professor X lanes, and of course if we go for the Legion lockdown play, we can just soak up 6 energy on turn 6 with Sunspot. There's also significantly less Killmongers in the meta at the moment because of Carrera now being in the game. Nebula is Sunspot's partner in crime. It just pops off in a lockdown deck, as simple as that. A lot of you are going to be surprised to see Elektra making a comeback in this game, but she is the queen of pool 1, of course. Before you get access to Killmonger, she's everywhere. She just got buffed by 1 point, and I cannot believe how good she felt in this deck. I think it's really easy to underestimate how big a single point buff is for a 1-cost card. We probably just play the Elektra on curve here. This is like one big thing that's a big difference about her, right? You don't feel so bad about just playing her proactively now. The other thing to bear in mind with Elektra is that Sunspot and Nebula, while great for us, are also great for our opponents against us in a lockdown deck. So this Elektra is often playing for 9 to 10 points if you're able to remove a Sunspot or a Nebula. Really amazing card, absolutely assured of the fact that it is optimal in this deck. Jeff is never a bad card, but he is always incredibly good in a lockdown deck. Being able to sneak into those locations, playing him on turn 6 as well can surprise your opponent to get those 8-cube victories you're looking for. For 8 cubes, baby! They don't respect the Jeff! Woo! Let's go. I'm also a huge fan of Nightcrawler in this deck. I think it's a very underrated card, and it does what we want. It's a card which is cheap to play, and with Jeff and Nightcrawler, we can move either 2 points to a location, with Nightcrawler, 3 points of Jeff, or both to one location, which is going to be a total of 5 points. And this can make it very hard for our opponent to predict what is going on. We're also playing Nico, who is obviously a card that not everyone has. We will talk about some replacements in a moment. Just another cheap card, which is very powerful. One of the best 1-cost cards in the game. The best spell we're looking for is to make something a demon often. Something like our Elektra or Storm becoming a demon plays for a lot of points. I also want to mention the spell which creates a copy of the next card in hand. This is particularly good with Sunspot if you're going for a soak game plan. Getting 2 Sunspots down on the board can be devastating, but it's also pretty useful with something like Jeff or Nightcrawler. Most of the spells of Nico can get you a bunch of value, but I would recommend avoiding the Destroy spell with this one because it's just too low on tempo. Okay, it could help you draw your Legion to do the Storm and Legion play, but if you're playing Nico for just 2 points, points and then destroying a card, you're probably not going to have enough points to be winning a lockdown on turn 5 game. Now, so many of you are going to be expecting Alioth to be the final card, but you would be wrong. You would be very, very wrong, because we have a different way of playing a card similar to Alioth, which is a lot more flexible and a lot better in this list. And that is one of my favorite cards of all time, the Juggernaut. Jug is operating in a similar way to Alioth without needing that initiative, because this deck can struggle to get initiative, but also we can play Jug earlier. We've then got access to the Storm on turn 3 into Jug on turn 4. Classic, iconic Marvel Snap play. But often Jug on turn 6 can give you guaranteed win, particularly when you have Professor X down on the board or your opponent has a full location. You're going to know exactly where the Juggernaut is pushing your opponent's card. Also, if you don't have initiative, they're not going to be scared of Alioth and might stay in the game, and you surprise them with that 8-cube victory. The other thing is that Jug is also going to help your Sunspot soak some more points, which can also help you win even more 8-cube victories, because you just have more points than your opponent is possibly expecting. Lockdown actually has a bunch of different ways you can play the deck, so here's a couple of other versions you could try out if you want to. High Evolutionary definitely works with Lockdown, with the Misty Knight and the Cyclops being really good cards. Also, having that big Hulk as a finisher is a nice alternative. Also, you could play a version with Miss Marvel. I don't actually own Miss Marvel because I don't really like buying the battle passes anymore, and I was on a break, so I've not been able to test this, but I know she is a popular card. However, I do think that this version that I'm sharing in the video is the optimal Lockdown deck. Of course, in order to climb in Marvel Snap, we also need to talk about snapping and retreating, and it's crucial you master the act of snapping aggressively at the right moments of this deck, but also not being afraid to retreat when the going gets tough to maximize your climbing. So if you have a good curve early on and you have access to some lockdown plays, I would recommend snapping quite early. But the most important thing when playing a lockdown deck in terms of snapping and retreating is evaluating what kind of deck your opponent's playing. For example, if they're playing something quite slow to get going, like an Elektra ramp deck, and you're able to lock down the board early, you can definitely take that snap because they're not going to have many stats on the board. However, if your opponent is playing something like Thanos and they play a Lockjaw on turn 3, snapping is going to be a lot less attractive, even if you have the God Hand. So the main objective with this deck is just to have a high win rate and just slowly climb up, getting those 2 and 4 cube victories, but also you can get those surprising 8 cube victories with plays like Jug, Legion, and Quake, which is going to increase the speed of your overall climb. This is a good location for us in general. We can get double Sunspot down. That's like a dream, right? Early double Sunspot. This part of Nico's ability is very, very good with this deck. Like even a second Jeff, a second Nightcrawler. Not seen this variant before. So they now know we have X. Cat's out the bag. And they're an Onslaught game. Okay. We'll soak. Sure. So we have to be very wary of Onslaught, right? But we're just gonna hit them with the Storm or a Legion on the last turn. I'm just not gonna play anything. Keep soaking. Hey Dundee, great to see you, mate. How's things? So Iron Man comes down to the right. We could have gone for the Daredevil, but I decided not to. The question is do we risk? Do we risk the Professor X here? Pretty sure we do.
I am Iron Man.
Oh shoot. Almost. The problem with going Jug down the middle here is I think we just have to play it like this, right? Should be fine. Problem with Jug down the middle is if they play multiple cards. This is just going to be Onslaught. We know they have it in hand, so we just bump Onslaught mid, win the other 2 lanes. That's 8 cubes again, man. Jug is so good. Don't need a Life. Do not need a Life. Ah, indeed, my friend. Let's go. Jug 8 cube machine. If you guys are unaware, Pixelborn is a free-to-play version of Lorcana Online where you just get all the cards unlocked. And my friend Tia's doing tournaments each weekend or every other weekend for like with a $1,000 prize pool. I think the game is very, very easy to pick up too. So if you're into card games, definitely worth checking out. They snap. They hit Zabu on curve, so I could see us running. I'm just going to stay because I don't really care that much. Iron Lad, Rock Slide. Now I'm going to draw the rocks, aren't I? I can see it. I can see it now. Okay. Doesn't really seem like Quake does much here. Looking alright, you know. We're looking alright. Professor X plus Jug on the last turn. I quite like the look of. So if we go here, there's still only one spot they can move to. I think this is better. So the big question here is, do we respect them having Jeff? Probably. Wait, so we go Quake. And then Jeff gets extra stats. I don't know if it does. Well, I'm not worried about Shang because they have to cock block a spot here as well. I mean, maybe we could get Shanged. Ooh, there's only one spot. Move the Shang. That's a Mystique. That's pretty good. That's a Miss Marvel. Oh, let's go, baby. Let's go. 8 cubes for me. Hurrah! Skiap! Pa! No, my Jeff. I snapped because I can Elektra their Sunspot. I was so excited. Well, I guess we play the Elektra first. Yeah, you can just link the cards probably. You could also do a snap fan link. Oh, this is good news for us with our Jug. Although, oh, okay. Yeah, this is good for us when we're playing Legion and whatnot. Pretty awful turn for us, to be completely frank. Sunny weather's giving you more reasons to go out. Nice. It's been very cold here today, but the sun has started. Well, this morning it was incredibly cold, I should say, but the sun is now shining. We probably play nothing here, to be honest. Pretty awful turn 4 and 5 for us in this game. But that's going to help and go a long way, I think. So let's do this. Is this okay? Maybe at 10. Should be fine. They likely play a couple of cards. Yeah, Miss Marvel is... Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Please don't do it. Thank goodness. I was panicking. So, the Nightcrawler, big impact. 8 cubes, baby. Big impact on Nightcrawler. I love that for you, mate. I'm just going to play this early as hell to try and get the max energy. We don't really have much, but I'm just basically hoping that they retreat at this point. That's why I'm snapping, really. Because I don't even have much to offer in terms of raw stats. Quake here is kind of interesting. Makes things a bit awkward. I guess we could Pro X here. It's so overcommittal. Meh. Big meh. I mean, we can do this, I guess. Yeah, that's actually a good play. I quite like it. It's definitely the correct play. It moves their big cards into the location I already had stats in as well. And I figure we just go for the Legion. Should get us there.
Wind, aid my hand.
Not sure how they were hoping to win from there, my friends. We probably just play the Elektra on curve here. This is like one big thing that's a big difference about her, right? You don't feel so bad about just playing her proactively now. Which is a pretty big deal. We're going to be storming Titan, so let's go for Daredevil. Yeah, I think you're right, Bane. That would make sense. Armor suggests Shuri, most likely. The Vault's interesting. We don't need to delay the storm then. I'm going to go for the snap at this point. With the Vault. Gives us lots of flexibility with Legion. Yeah, Elektra 1-2.
Aid my hand.
Nice fit in this deck. I doubt she's going to see much play elsewhere, but I think in lockdown... Oh, no. That is not what we wanted to see. I think we just play the Sunspot and nothing else, right? Because we don't want the Legion to come out of the hand on Sakaar. I'm going to stay. Yeah, it looks like Destroyer. Please don't be Legion. Okay, that's fine. Is it fine? I think it's fine. A bit dodgy, innit? Lol. Nice. Jeff. Nice. They also might play Jeff. Let's not forget. So we lose if they also have Jeff, but I don't fear Jeff in a destroyer deck. For 8 cubes, baby! They don't respect the Jeff! Woo! Let's go. They don't respect the Jeff. I'm not going to snap on it too aggressively. Let's wait and see what we're up against. Discard. Okay. Legion lockdown. I like my chances. That's a bloody pain in the ass. That's really, really frustrating. That set us back a long way, so good thing we didn't snap, I'd say. I suppose it didn't set us back that much. We can still go Storm Legion if we find the Storm this turn as well. So we can go Storm Sunspot Legion. So let us see. Very, very good curve. Dream curve for our opponent, in fact. Like, optimal curve. Dream Dimension, probably an issue for them, though. Okay, we hit the Nebula. Which we probably don't even bother with. We'll just play it here. Like your hair like this? Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. It's like minimum effort as well, to be honest. I just woke up like this. I mixed it up a bit. Basically, I realized that I was drying my hair wrong my whole life. Oops. We're going to float, of course, with the double sunspot soak. Dracula into Modok last turn, probably their best bet, right? It's an Iron Lad, which finds a Sith. Discards Modok! Oh, baby! Oh, baby! So now the question is, what the bloody hell do we do, chat? That is the question. Whew. I don't hate the sound of Legion. Or perhaps Quake. I think Quake to the left is the play. Ghost Rider's a very good point, if they do have it. I suppose with the Zabu, it's quite likely. So, Ghost Rider's a very interesting sound. Snoop. I suppose. I don't know the deck. I'm not familiar. I've not really played against much Meek. Yeah, Professor X could try and deny Ghost Rider, but that's very expensive. And they still play another card alongside Ghost Rider. No, Modok is the card that got discarded for them. Shang-Chi and Lady Sif. Wolverine!
Enough said, Bob.
Meek! Let's go! By a point. Oh my god, that was stressful, mate. That was so flipping stressful, chat. Ooh, that's a bit of a bummer, isn't it? That is a bit of a bummer, I would say. Let's go for the old sunspot and float. But that's also a bit of a... Oh, actually, they come back. That's actually fine. They come back. Legion's also nice. After you play your next card, replace that card's location. So we can actually get rid of Deep Space already. I think. Should work like that, right? First time. I've also just looked at Dum D's name a bit differently. I also thought it was like dum-dee-door, but it's dum-dee-doo-dah. The more you know. So the hood's going to be coming back for them to the left, which seems less than ideal. We're definitely not going to snap, but we'll try the X, and then jug to the left is quite promising, I think. Of course, the concern is that they can fill this lane up and then jug does nothing. That is the worry. But it's worth a risk, isn't it? They've waved, so I kind of doubt that it's a concern for us.
Oh, snap.
Jug is Eliath when you've got a Professor X down on the board. We don't have initiative, so Eliath is just not good in the stack. But Jug? No! Okay, it's only a Moongo. We should beat that still. Sunspot Soak! Let's go, man. Beautiful stuff. If Demon went left, would they have beaten us? They would have had 2 points more. We still beat Demon. Let's go, man. I guess we play the Sunspot and Soak. The one energy. Okay. I think we can snap on that. Because their Ebony Blade now sucks. Controversial snap, I must say. Just got Elektra. Elektra Frontier back. 8-power swing snap my demon. Oh, Zero Lad. Rip. Yeah, it is nice to see her back, though. I agree. Back in the mixer. We'll just go for the Daredevil here. And float. Threatening the X, but of course we might not find him. Rip. We can soak again if we feel that that's going to help our cause. Ooh, do you know what? I really like the look of that because of Storm off the top. Also, we could even X this turn, right? So, I'm going to Storm here. I'm going to Jug here. How are we doing this one? So, we Storm here. Yep. Send it. We're moving the Jeff because we need the points more to the left. Beautiful. Sarah's not doing much against a cheeky little Storm. They've already seen the Legion, so they weren't anticipating it. Beautiful, mate.
Victory.
I have to say, I do quite like the look of the board state, but we'll see what they're playing. I haven't been playing any games really, to be honest. I mean, I guess. Look at that Elektra buff value, mate. Good. Henderson's a wanker. I'm quite happy to see it. I think it couldn't really happen to a worse bloke. Something along those lines is what I'm trying to say. He's just a wanker. So I'm actually going to Jug here. I'm not really fearful of losing Halla. And then we can actually... Oh! See you later, bro. go next card into a demon. Yo, Foster, thanks for follow. Welcome. Second follow of the stream. Big man ting. No, she's good. I'm just saying I haven't been that impressed by her. As much as I was perhaps anticipating. So... let's turn this into a demon. Go for the Storm on 4. We really haven't been doing Storm on 4 often enough. Look at this golden demon. Beautiful.
Wind,
Beautiful,
aid my
mate.
hand.
I'll do it. Finally, a Legion lockdown play. We've not been doing it anywhere near enough. Oh, Lord. GG.
Victory.
This is most likely the Storm lane as well in Isle of Silence. I think we're just going to take the Storm
Opponent snapped.
at this point. Bit surprised they snap on us.
Wind,
I'd rather not
aid
jug as well
my
because I'd
hand.
rather jug on 6, X on 5. Okay, so Dark Hawk looks likely. They don't go for it. Well, my play here is very obvious. We do put the Nightcrawler in as well because I can just Quake the Atlantis. And we just play the Legion in case they have a Jeff for it.
Victory.
Oh, this is random? Yeah, that's a good point, thanks. Of course. Yeah, I'm really good, thanks, mate. I'm very good. Ravona. There's a Ravona deck I want to check out with Mr. Negative. The fact that you can Ravona into Negative is very interesting. Oh my god, this board is sexy. We don't even need the Legion. We can just flip in, lock this down right now. I guess the concern is, like, White Tiger.
Wind, aid my
The Mace,
hand.
Weapon Hulk is holding in the menu. The handles of the line. Okay, let's have a gander in just a minute. So we just want to play like for stats, and I don't actually love the sound of Jug. I guess Jug's fine. We just do this, don't we? Yeah. That's actually pretty concerning. The sentry move is huge for us here. Hey Hannah, great to see you. I'm doing good, thank you. Guys, if you don't know Hannah here, good friend of mine, wonderful streamer. Please, go, check him out. Ah! Oh, I thought I raided you for a second. Good, it was just a shout out. I panicked. I had a little moment of panic where I thought I raided you by accident. Yeah, Elektra's been pretty good so far. Pretty solid. Nice. That's good. Pretty cool game.
Victory.
Pretty cool game. It's a bit weird to pop it now, isn't it? No, we go for Quake now, and then we Legion. We just Legion the Altar of Death, right? The question is, does this one stick? Pretty sure it won't, right? It will reveal and then die. Nice cards, nerd! Oh! Thank God it wasn't Professor X. Professor X would have been an absolute disaster there. Bye, Zabu. Bye, Quinjet. It's nice energy you got there, though, my boy. Very happy for you. I mean, this could actually lose us the game. Let's not do that. If they also play into the Altar of Death that turn.
Victory.
Nice premature Legion. Is this a joke? Is what a joke? Yeah, that's true. The lore meta is a wee bit tedious. I got a bit sick of it too with the old... Morgana stuff. I'll definitely check out Runeterra when the patch is done. And I do want to post some videos still. I really like the game. Yeah, I've not done much of the single player stuff. Oh, really? She's good there too? Do we go for it? We go for it, don't we? Of course we flip and go for it. I'm the Specimen Gwent. Faceless Man, thanks for the follow. Welcome. This one's for you, Faceless Man. Wait. Huh? Guys. I think this is a visual glitch. We seem to be losing. Oh, I have a sunspot. Okay. I seem to be winning. Don't forget about the Lorcana. Where's... No Jeff. So the question is, which location do we move to? Because if they have Jeff... Let me just go here. Nice. Nightcrawler, Sunspot, doing the business. We really haven't been able to go for turn 4 Storm as often as I would like. There's got to be a snap, right?
Oh, snap.
Double Professor X? Why not?
Wind, aid my hand.
I mean, it's terrible. But it's kind of funny. Saudi snooker tournament is going to have an extra golden ball. Wait, for real, Ricky? What? What? You're kidding. You have to be kidding. Nightcrawler can't move. This just in case they play Vision. Let's ensure that no vision can happen. Complete lockdown, mate. It's like a Legion Storm play. Huh? Huh? Bro? What just happened, mate? There's no way, bro. Oh my god. What?
I am Ego, and this is my domain. Opponent snapped.
Time to run. There's no way we ever win. Yeah, Professor X I'm not huge on in general. It's just very slow, right? Oh my god, Ego, stop it. Stop it. So if they play their next card to the left, Ego's gone. Hey, Bromit. Yes, sir. If they play to the left... Oh... Legion on the vault. Don't move them to Kunlun, please, Jug. Thank you. No, my Elektra. My sweetness. Okay, Legion down the middle, please. Could be winning for us, I think. Don't play that. I flipping knew it, guys. Okay, at least they also went mid. It's very unlikely that we win this, right? They could play null. We'll stay. Come on, Ego! I'm losing, but they stay, and I lose. Ha ha! Let's go!
Victory.
Let's go.